What's up? It's your man ES here, doing a review of the Pokemon Go game. Now, this lovely little game I have not played myself, so how can I do a review on it? Well, I know of everyone who plays it. Pretty much, I don't know everyone who plays it, but everyone I know, I should say. A lot of people play it. I see the benefits of it. I like the benefits of it. Why haven't I jumped into it? Because I got better shit to do with my time. But that does not mean that I cannot say nice things about this game. And I can't give a good review on it on my review channel, which has been somewhat growing. So people want to see me review shit, go right ahead. Anyways, and I also wanted to come back to haters out there who've been hating on this app for no reason at all. People have been coming to me wanting me to hate on it, basically telling me how much they hate it and how much they want me to talk about the hate I have for that app. And to simply put it, I don't have any hate to say about the app at all. I don't have anything negative to say about the app. My negative comments were, if I did mention Pokemon Go in something of a negative nature, it was because of the people, not the app. I don't think the app is anything to be negative. I don't think there's any negativity about the app. People are like, "Yo, it's a government funded, blah blah blah. It's created by the CIA, this, that, and the third." Well, if the FBI, CIA wants niggas to get out the fucking house, get off their fat asses, and then burn a few calories, I'm all for this type of government type of spying or whatever the fuck they want to do. Alright, they already feed us with this badass food, right? They might as well help you all lose the weight from this bad artificially flavored food and get out the house and burn some calories. On to the review. But why I think it's a great app, because for the simple fact that it gets people moving. Nintendo, not always, but ever since they created the Wii, they've been the first, I guess, video game franchise to actually incorporate some type of cardio with video games as well. Now, if there's been other video game franchises, I know arcade games are like that, but I'm going to say Nintendo is the first mainstream, video game franchise to actually incorporate exercising with having fun playing a fucking virtual reality game. So kudos to Nintendo on that. Nintendo has always been, it's not really a system I play now. I don't own any Nintendo systems now, but it was my first video games. Well, it wasn't my first. Yeah, it actually was my first. It was my first video game system ever. Fell in love with Nintendo. Oh, I will always have a love for Nintendo, period. Okay? And this aspect right here is just getting people out the house, burning calories, getting the kids out the house in the summertime. And I think it was perfectly, I don't know if this was on Nintendo's part, and this baby outside needs, but I don't think it was, I don't know if it was on Nintendo's part to drop Pokemon Go in the summertime, or a couple of weeks ago, you know, when summer is actually, we're currently in the summer on the East Coast anyways. But if it was their plan to intentionally drop it during the summertime when they know kids are most likely going to be out of school, in the house playing video games, and how about let's create this thing to get kids out of the house and actually exercising and having fun. I think that's a great idea on Nintendo's part. Again, I don't know if that was really a part of their plan. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, because if I was a little rep at Nintendo or whatever, that's something I would think of if we're going to continue this trend of let's create games that get people moving instead of sitting down and playing them for 6 to 7 to 24 hours of the day every day of the summer because they have nothing to do. Let's get them out the house and moving. That's something that I would incorporate, dropping games during the summertime, where most, I want to say, people from, most school-age people, I should say, whether you're a high schooler, a middle schooler, or elementary schooler, you're not in school during these months, the summer months. So it's great that's a great way to get people out the house and a great way to get people active and everything. So you can't be against weight loss. You can't be against good health. You can't be against exercise. If you are, you're just a fat, miserable fuck. Get a life. Anyways, the second thing where I think is a great thing of why this game is so great, I think it's especially in this world where social media has taken over human interactions. The other day, I was just contemplating, thinking. Now, I've never been a really interactive person, anyways, with people. But I was just thinking, man, nowadays, I feel better when I make connections with people not on social media. When I actually meet someone in reality, prior to meeting them on social media, or just if we are going to meet on social media, making sure that we meet in person instead of having this ongoing two real life individual people but never ever meeting type of relationship. I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking about how social media has really stifled that from humanity. And I think this game does a great job at joining people in general. I've seen strangers, I've seen non-strangers, I've seen people I know interact with people they don't know that or we don't know because of this love for the game. And I think, especially during these times where everybody seems to be so divided, you got race divisions, religious divisions, sexual orientation divisions. Whereas when you're playing this game, you have one common goal. And I understand that it's just a fucking game. But think about it on a grand scale, people. When people tend to get along because of one thing, I was saying this earlier today actually. All it takes is one thing for people to come together. One common thing or one common interest for everybody to get along. And I think that, let me get this fucking mosquitoes out my face, but I think that this game is, maybe it's me just being hopeful and whatever. And if the lighting's dark in the room, the sun's going down, kinda. But I think this game is again, I don't know if it's intentional by the wonderful people over at Nintendo, but I think it does a great job at making sure that not only are we getting people out of the house and moving and losing weight and exercising, but we're also getting people to actually go out and interact with each other, because we know, again, this is me being hypothetical, don't know if this is really their mindset, but where you know that people are going to find interest or join up or link up with each other because of the love they have for this game that we created. Therefore, creating more type of relationships, friendships with people from all walks of life, okay? All different types of people. And don't get me wrong, it is not your fucking nerds just playing this game. It's your hood dudes, it's your nerds, it's your rich kids, it's your middle class kids, it's your poor kids, I guess. It's your Asian kids, your Spanish, your black, your white, your Muslim, your Chinese, your atheist, your Christian, it's everybody playing this game. And nobody, not once, now I've heard reports, but we'll get into that later, but everybody that I've witnessed playing these games get along, no matter what anybody looks like, no matter where is anybody's from, okay? And it's not like these people are going to they can't put down the phone and just strike up a conversation with these people. Again, I've seen this with my own eyes, okay? I have a lot of friends or a lot of people I know who play this, and I love watching, and that's the one thing that I enjoy more. I must sound like a creep when I say this, but I love the human interaction this game has brought people. That's more so of why I enjoy this game, because whenever a friend or somebody I know or whatever, if they're playing it and I'm going on a walk with them, and I see them interacting with other people and we're now interacting with other people, that makes me feel good. It makes me feel as though, yo, like, it's just a great feeling. And I really think this game, for creating that type of environment where people who are total complete strangers feel so comfortable talking to each other and just vibing off of this one game. And again, like I said, it is not like these people cannot put down the phones and elevate those relationships. You can probably, I'm pretty sure you can make a lot of good connections with people, simply because you played this game. And that attests to one of my biggest reasons why I love video games in general, even the sit at home console type video games or whatever, where there's an online gameplay and you just talking to people via microphones of other countries or other states or whatever. I think that there are a lot of benefits of having these interactive. And this, I'm the most antisocial person I know. I'm a self-proclaimed hypocrite hermit who loves to live that lifestyle. But I can't say that I am like that 100% of the time. As much as a hermit that I am, a lot of the times, there are times, such as the Pokemon Go times, I guess, where I just want to get out the house, or I just want to go somewhere and talk to somebody and laugh and smile and just interact with anybody. So I think this game does a wonderful job with doing that. Also, on the tip of this game is probably now if there's any proof out there that this game is going to help you find your future husband or future wife or whatever, y'all need to let me know, because Tinder fucking sucks ass. If you all want a fucking Tinder review, this is my Tinder review. Fuck it. Fuck the people. Alright, I'm not gonna say fuck the people who developed it, but fuck everybody on Tinder. The bitches on there are the most. Fuck it. Anyways, this app probably is going to get you more. First of all, you already have something in common with that person. You all love Pokemon. Strike up a conversation there. But if you're on Pokemon Go and you're not just looking for Pokemon, but you're looking for a cutie, or you're looking for a hottie, or whatever, this is for guys and girls out there. Whatever your sexual orientation is, if you're looking for, I just need at least one perfect example of, let's just say, a couple. It could be any couple, really, meeting and finding love off of because they played Pokemon Go. One example. That's all it takes. One example to convince me just to join so I can find my Misty or my Ashley Ketchum. Anyways, on to overall, I think I really like this app. I really like the concept of it. I really like just the idea, just everything about it. Now, people can have their gripes and whatever, but I can't, like, my thing is, you can't really argue against this idea that, one, it's getting people to actually exercise. So it's like, how can you argue against that? Now people are going to say, oh, people are going to, there's always negative Nancy's with everything that's going down, everything that's good. There's always going to be a couple of negative Nancy's in this world. People are going to say, there's people who walk the street and they don't be looking and this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't know if you start up the game, or when you start up the game, it has some type of warning label, or people saying shit like, oh, you know, there's going to be grown people playing with kids and this, that, and the third. First of all, it's a smartphone game. If your kid has a smartphone, you need to be a smart parent and monitor their smartphone usage. Okay? Why am I saying that? And I don't have kids, okay? But let's make this clear to everyone out there, and then I'm going to end off the video. Number one, if your kid has a smartphone, monitor their uses. Not just with the Pokemon app, but with all their applications. Why? Because they're a fucking kid. Okay? That's number one. Number two, if you are an adult, if you are of 18 years or older, matter of fact, if you are of age that can have a smartphone, let's just say maybe 15 and up, 16 and up, maybe. I know I didn't have my first smartphone till I was about 16, so I'm going to sit there and say 16 and up. That's because I was raised right. But anyways, 16 and up, right? You should know better that you should have learned prior to even getting a smartphone, prior to even downloading this game, that you should look both ways before crossing the street. You should always be aware of your surroundings and things such as that. So if you do not know these things, this is not the game for you. No app actually is the game for you. I don't want you on your phone tweeting while crossing in the middle of the street of a green light. I don't want you Facebooking, Snapchatting, whatever, because you do not know the rules, simple rules of street, or simple rules of life, or simple common sense to know that catching Pokemon isn't all that serious. Now again, I love this app. I think it's a great app. But is it the most serious thing in the world? Absolutely not. It is not something that you should lose your life over or get injured over. It is not worth it that you see a fucking Magikarp down the street, right? But you're on the highway, and for some reason you ended up on this highway, right? No car or anything. You're on this highway. It's not okay for you to then play Frogger in the middle of the street, in the middle of this highway, trying to catch a Magikarp or some other Pokemon that you love so much, right? Snorlax or whatever. It is never that serious. It is not that serious. You will find that same Pokemon somewhere else, somewhere safer. So, for everybody who's playing this game, I hope you have the common sense to know when it is enough and when it is safe to do whatever you're going to do, catch it, battle it, whatever, or when it okay to put your phone down, like my girl Erykah Badu would say, phone down, and just chill the fuck out. Okay? Simple as that. And all these other people who are going to say some other bad stuff, like there was a robbery that went down, I believe, I don't remember where. I want to say Michigan, but I don't want to stereotype, because if I say Michigan, people are just gonna assume Detroit. But I forgot somewhere it went down where this guy was using Pokemon Go to attract people, and he was robbing people. Again, you cannot judge an app, and I sound hypocritical kinda saying that because I judge Tinder on its people. Let me just, before I even get into all that, I know I go over the place in my videos, you know this by now. But my reasoning, I don't hate the idea of Tinder, okay? I hate the women on Tinder. I do not hate the app. But since the people on the app are what makes or break your experience, they broke my experience for me. Anyways, you can't let negative Nancy's, the fuck was that? Sounded like a Pokemon just now. But anyways, you can't let negative Nancy's or just morons ruin a good experience. And that's my idea, that's my philosophy for this game and just for life in general. If there's something that is good going on, we should not regulate that or just end that goodness because of a few morons, okay? Be safe, people. Use your head, use your common sense when you're playing this game. Have fun, meet people. Once again, if you met the love of your life or you think you met the love of your life because of this game, let me know so I could join on to meet the love of my life. Alright? Until next time, until next video. Oh yeah, rating out of 10. I rate everything out of 10. I'm going to start doing this in my reviews. Give this app a 10 out of 10 because of its greatness and all the positivity that it brings. You can't be against positivity. I certainly can't. So, I'm all for it. Until next review, if you want me to review anything else that I have or haven't done or played or experienced, leave it in the description below, as well as hit up the links in my description below. I have to edit the links, I understand that, but hit your boy up. Until next time, until next review, I see y'all when I see y'all. Y'all have fun playing the game. Peace. Stay safe.